STOTSKIY in the red corner. OPETAIA has just climbed in the blue corner. Well, STOTSKIY hasn't lost since April 2011. He beat Oybek Sharipov in the last round, the junior world champion from Uzbekistan, and he hadn't lost since July 2010. So that was a tremendous win. OPETAIA, a London Olympian, AIBA junior world champion. So this could be a very good contest indeed. He beat Eric Ruiz 15-12 from Cuba in his previous encounter. So plenty of credentials for both of these two. 91 kilograms heavyweight. Quick chorus of Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. The Carrington Merchant Sports Complex in Yerevan. Not something I thought I'd ever hear here. OPETAIA is southpaw, STOTSKIY orthodox. STOTSKIY feinting with the feet, trying to draw a lead from OPETAIA, who did throw a left hand and it was clumsy and poorly executed, but it may have scored. Clumsy looking attack there from OPETAIA. Just came walking into STOTSKIY really. Use of the shoulder there from OPETAIA. Didn't meet with the approval of the referee. Nice right hand from STOTSKIY, no great power behind it. But it caught OPETAIA slightly off balance. Again, as he comes in with the left hand, overbalances and the shoulder goes into STOTSKIY, and the referee again has a quick word. He's a little bit clumsy at times, OPETAIA. Throws that left hand, the backhand for him from a long way out. It's got a long way to travel before it gets to STOTSKIY, which does make it unlikely to score just because of the amount of time he's got to see it. Punching on the back of the head, I'm pretty sure. Although OPETAIA also being given a quick telling off for turning his back. It's an awkward style he's got. And this clash of orthodox and southpaw at the moment is making this a fairly untidy fight. As we go into the opening few seconds of round one, where to my eye very little has been landed. Well, 3-2 to Russia at the end of the opening round. Those threes across the board, in the middle rather, the 4 and the 5 haven't counted, and you can take any three of those twos for OPETAIA. He does seem rather off balance a lot of the time, OPETAIA, when he throws his punches. But he's an awkward customer.
Second out.
He will have experience of fighting southpaws, STOTSKIY. I'm sure of that. Well-travelled amateurs, experienced amateurs, even at junior level, always do. But it is difficult. The idea is to try and keep his left foot outside the right foot of Tapu, move counterclockwise. It's easier said than done. And the referee at one point in the first round did just have a word with both of them for treading on each other's feet, which is something which is bound to happen when you have orthodox up against southpaw. And he has got the 1 point advantage so far, the Russian. Working away to the body, STOTSKIY. Already, 2 Russians have won through to tomorrow's finals. STOTSKIY trying to make that number 3. OPETAIA, the last Australian left in the competition. Hands held low by STOTSKIY. More orthodox tight guard from OPETAIA. And they've both found it rather difficult to find their range. Again, OPETAIA there lunging in with the left hand. Again, it's untidy as it was in the first, shoulders clashing. Into the final few seconds, and this has been just as tight and difficult to pick as the first, really. Well, it's exactly the same. 3-2 once more, so Russia and STOTSKIY now have a 2-point lead. It's those 3 threes that score for STOTSKIY, and it's the 3 twos that count for OPETAIA. That right round the side of the head there from OPETAIA will have scored. I think. It possibly wasn't with the knuckle part of the glove, but it did make contact.
Second time.
Referee again just waves them back together. Left hand sneaked through there from STOTSKIY. And OPETAIA is going to have to try and do something a little bit different in this third and final round, and he's come out with that in mind. He's looking more aggressive. Left hand will have scored there. Again, the way he throws it is rather odd. He's not really balanced. It didn't make particularly clean contact, but it did make contact unimpeded with the head of STOTSKIY. It will score. Again, comes in with a barrage of punches, walking forward as he throws them. He rarely seems to set himself, OPETAIA, when he lets his hands go. STOTSKIY, a much more orthodox kind of fighter, not just in terms of stance, but in terms of everything else he does, really. STOTSKIY may get some opportunities of his own here. STOTSKIY really doing the sensible thing and staying out of trouble. Again, that rather open left hand shoots out. Although that's a good counter from the Russian. A left may have scored there. OPETAIA again guilty a little bit of turning his back there. He's finding the target now, STOTSKIY. Did have that great win, of course, last time out, beating Uzbekistan's Oybek Sharipov, inflicting his first defeat since July 2010. And STOTSKIY, as we've said, himself hasn't lost since April 2011. And he's not going to lose this one either. The bell goes. It's the red corner who took a 2-point lead into the final round. Crosses himself for luck. He looks weary, doesn't he, there, OPETAIA? He's certainly put everything into that. Well, the final round was scored 5 apiece, but that puts STOTSKIY through by 11 points to 9. He becomes the third Russian today to make it through to a final. Magomed Rashid Jabrailov didn't even have to fight to get through to his final. Magomed Madiev did, and so did STOTSKIY. It was awkward against OPETAIA, who put up a good fight. He's a difficult customer.